Hey, it's Jennifer. I get asked a lot what an actual correct push-up should look like. And it's a great question because there's tons of variations out there, and how do you know what's good information and what's not so good information? So there are lots of variations for how to do push-ups depending on like which muscles you want to bias a little bit more than others. So I'm going to show you a correct way to do just kind of like a standard push-up. That doesn't mean there's not other good ways to do it, but here's one just kind of basic way to get you started. So first question people ask is like, how do they put their hands? So it seems logical that your hands would just point straight forward, except for then when you bend your arms, your elbows are going straight back towards your body, which is really hard and really works those triceps. It's called a triceps push-up. So they really emphasize that style in like CrossFit and stuff like that. It's a fine way to do push-ups. It's not absolutely necessary. So if you turn your hands in just a little bit, now when you bend your elbows, you're gonna have your arms not pinned down to your side. So we don't want them to be all the way in and your elbows are going like super wide, like almost at a 90-degree angle to your torso. More of like a 30 to 45-degree angle away from your torso. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is how far in front of your shoulders or behind your shoulders should your hands go. Try to stack them right under your shoulders. So like this would be too far out. Try to pull them back in a little bit so that you've got this vertical line from your shoulders to your wrists. So then the last thing I want to talk about is what should touch the ground when you go down. So again, there's lots of different things that people like to do. Some people have heard to touch their chin, some people have heard to touch their nose. So I find that if you're touching something on your head, we all have a tendency to do this because you don't want to go down as far, so you're like straining to get that down first. I like to tell people to touch their chest. That does run into the risk of you kind of like arching down and doing like this kind of position at the bottom of the push-up rather than like a straight line. So you just have to be careful that you're staying in this nice flat plank position as you go and not kind of worming your way or collapsing your way down. So those are three things that I would look for. Hands right under your shoulders, hands turned in just slightly so that your elbows go out slightly from your body on your push-up, but not way out here. And then touching your chest, but keeping your body flat like a board. So hopefully that was helpful to those of you who had that question, and give it a try. If it doesn't feel good, shoot us a message and we'll give you some other options. Thanks, bye.